Sup people, Tyria, Big S here for Big S Gaming, and today is patch day, and it's a few interesting things came along with today's patch day. First thing being new camera modes, so I'm going to take a look at that and run around Tyria and have some fun and have a bit of a ramble, and tell you guys what I think of it, pretty much. So the first thing you can do here, you can adjust the X and Y axis of the camera, actual positioning for your static camera, see how you want it. It's kind of cool. Depends on how you want to view. I like straight over the top, as it's always been. There's also a free cam mode. So what this does is camera doesn't snap back behind you as you're running. So you can put the camera facing your face and just keep running, and you can see what's happening behind you. So good for things like world versus world and stuff like that. When you're trying to get away from a Zerg, you can see what's happening there. So that might be kind of handy. There's some other really cool features here, like first person mode. So I know a lot of people have been asking for this. I've read it in the forums for the last 2 years, and so they finally brought us first person mode. So I thought I'd give it a shot. I'm not a fan personally of first person mode in MMOs, but we'll give it a go and see what we think of it. So first thing I noticed straight away that my weapons are invisible, so it kind of feels like a waste having legendary weapons and things like that. But yeah, you can't really see your armor or anything. I don't know. This game is such an aesthetic game where we put so much effort into our look. We grind for back pieces and armor and weapons and stuff like that, and to not be able to see them kind of makes the whole process redundant. But it's kind of a novelty and kind of fun. It's really great for filming. You can see the landscapes and everything is absolutely amazing. But combat mode, it kind of feels strange. You can't really see what's happening around you. It's not as easy to time your dodges and things like that. But hello, my little mini pet, kind of cute. Yeah, so it's a little bit weird, but let's get used to. There's a few other different options where you can turn off the camera shake from combat. So it's I'll do that after, and you can see it's a little bit more smoother. One thing I did notice here that I thought was a bit of a laugh is I could see my weapon if I looked down, because I was trying to see my footprints from Eternity. But I've got no body, so it's just a floating weapon, so I thought that was a bit of a laugh. And so I was just jumping around and seeing my weapon float around in the sky. So yeah, it's a good laugh. So yeah, that's another thing. You get people out there that've got legendary weapons love looking at their footprints. I'm one of them. So yeah, it kind of takes it away, this first person mode. But what I've done here is just about to turn on the one of the things I thought would be really cool. So if you're going to play in first person mode, I recommend turning off the camera shake and then enabling view from character's height. Because I'm an Azura, I want to see the world from the Azura's eyes, and it makes such a difference. You're so low to the ground, you can see there I have to crawl through the grass because I'm so short. These wargs are just massive to me, and yeah, it just makes it all epic, and it's kind of fun to do. It's really interesting to play around with, and as I said, I wouldn't play the game like this all the time, but it's kind of fun to run around like this, especially for filming in the corner. You can get some really good footage of the landscapes in that mode. So I had to take first person mode to LA to compare the size of Azuras to the different races out there. So you can see I was barely up to a Norn's knee. Another little Azura there, I can just walk past, we're about the same height. Just jumping around, seeing the pets like the bears and stuff like that, they're absolutely massive in comparison. A big Char there, look at this huge spider. And humans are absolutely massive to us as well, so yeah, it's a bit of fun to play around with. and a friend at the Mystic Forge is absolutely huge. One other thing that came with the patch today was some new weapons as well, for new Blackline weapons, shadow weapons. And to be honest, they're some of the best weapons that the game has released for a long time. They look really, really cool. I think that they're some of the best looking weapons since the fused weapons. So, uh, if you guys are into the Black Lion skins, I urge you to take a look at them. It's probably worth going out there and farming a few keys or trying to get a hold of some Black Lion tickets, because they look really good and they'll probably be really good investments in the future. So I'm going to be dusting off my old key farming character and getting back out there and trying to get a hold of some tickets. There were some other little changes in today's patch, such as the stability changes and a whole heap of class changes as well, where they made some changes, especially to Thief and Engineer got a lot of changes. So I'm going to leave a link down below where you guys can check out all the different changes that were made. A buttload of nerfs, including the World versus World map completion nerf that happened today as well. So all you PvEs, you can all jump for joy now. You don't have to go into World versus World anymore for map completion. So catch you later.